Hey y'all, RX guy here, and I'm back again. I've still got the same camera, which is unusual for me. Now this is the Sony RX10 II, also commonly referred to as the Sony RX10 Mark II, and it's actually won me over. And I'd previously used several 4K cameras. Now the one that I'm speaking through at this point in time is the AX100, which I love, but it's one of those deals where I don't necessarily want to always take my studio camera. The AX100 is my studio camera. I don't always want to take it out in the field, so I need something that's as good, if not better, but something I can take still photos with. And obviously the AX100 will do stills as well, but something that's more like a camera that I can use as a as a still photo tool, as well as 4K video. So I finally found it with this. And prior to this, I've used the Lumix LX100, and I didn't like it because, keep in mind, I'm an autofocus guy. I'm not a professional film guy. I just like to go out and get quality results without having to scrutinize the settings and then return to the studio and discover that, well, I took the time to film something, I took the time to go there, but the quality is just not acceptable. So with these cameras, the AX100 that I'm filming with now and the RX10 II, I'm able to consistently get high quality results. And what I want to show you within this video, and this is a question that a lot of people have asked now that I've become more proficient with the RX10 II, is how to further enhance the 4K video quality. And you can see right there on the lens, I've actually got a B&W, it's a CPL filter. Check the link within this video's description. You can find it, as well as the RX10 II, the tripod that I'm using here, and other accessories. And if you don't see what you're looking for, just shoot me a message and I'll be more than happy to try to find a link for you. But I found that the CPL filter, especially when it's super bright out like it is today, and this is a multicam clip, so here in just a moment I'm actually going to flick this camera on and you're going to see how good this looks. And by the way, the AX100 that I'm filming with right now, all that I have on it is the B&W UV haze filter. So you're going to notice a coloration difference. You're going to notice that with this RX10 II, the colors really stand out versus the AX100, which looks good. This filter that I got on is going to make it stand out even more. So I think you're really going to like it. Now, what we're going to do now, we're going to turn this on, and this has the external Sony mic on it. And by the way, the AX100 that I'm filming with right now, it has an external Sony mic as well. I'm using the shotgun Sony on the AX100, and then this is the stereo, and I really like it for the field. So what we're going to do now, we're going to flip over to the RX100 Mark II, and we're going to just do some run and gun. I'm going to walk around filming 4K. It is 4K 30 frames per second. 4K 30 frames per second, 100 meg per second write. Don't confuse the frames per second with the 100 meg. The 100 meg is just referring to how it writes to the card, and you do need a high-speed card for this camera, and you can find that within the link within this video's description too. That's the card I use. It's actually rated for 150 meg, but you can find it there, and it's a really good card from my experience. But check this out. We're going to flip over to the RX10 II. And one thing you'll notice is just how smooth the video. I mean, it's just super. And obviously, I don't have it on a gimbal or anything right now. I've just got it on this tripod that I'm kind of using as a monopod of sorts. But you can just look at that. See, the camera that the AX100 I was talking about earlier. I mean, just the detail on this is absolutely incredible. And you'll notice that when you're looking at the RX10 II, you'll notice that the colors, as I had mentioned, because of the filter I'm using, they look completely different. And one thing that I really like about this is the zoom. The zoom on this And I'm going to zoom in on a tree over there. You'll be able to see the tree in this frame as well. But the zoom's absolutely incredible. That's something that you get with this, that with the smaller camera, the RX10 Mark IV. Unfortunately, I had it previously, and then I had problems with overheating, and it wasn't the 4-minute or 5-minute 4K video limitation. Oops, I just accidentally turned the camera off. I meant to zoom out. That's actually one of my minor gripes about this, is that the way that you can zoom using the lens, or you can zoom using this, and instead of doing the zoom, I inadvertently hit the power. So let's see if it still captured that clip. Yeah, it looks like it may have. Just trying to see if it's the same one, because if not, I'm going to reshoot this video. Yeah, it looks like it may have. But yeah, just a really good camera. It's considered a bridge camera. The lens obviously is not detachable, but I mean, you're getting a Carl Zeiss lens. So if you're looking for something good for video, I mean, obviously 4K, and something that's good for stills as well. I mean, I used, as I mentioned previously, I used the LX100, and I didn't like it because of the autofocus popping in and out. Then I used the G4 or GH4 Lumix, which is the high end. When I had everything nailed on that in manual mode, it was some of the best 4K I've ever seen. But it was just with my skill set being able to consistently nail it, I wasn't able to always achieve the quality I wanted. So for that reason, I abandoned the GH4, and then I picked up the the RX 100 Mark IV, which is basically a lot of the same internals as this camera, and it's a lot smaller package. But the problem with it, you don't have the external mic, you don't have the headphone jack, the mic jack, and you also don't have as much zoom. But what killed it for me with the RX 100 Mark IV was the overheating issue, and that, like I said, that was mine. Maybe it's not afflicted. Maybe it has not afflicted all the cameras. Maybe it's something that will be addressed with a future firmware update. Who knows? But for a camera of that price, I didn't feel it was. I personally didn't feel that it was acceptable. So then I found this, and this camera right here. So far so good. And for someone with my skill set with video and photo, it's easy for me to take this out and get what I feel is better than, much greater than standard video quality results and still photos. So tell me what you think. Again, check the link within this video's description. You can find all of this online. And don't hesitate to shoot me a message if there's something you're looking for that you don't see, because I'll be more than happy to try to find a link for you. And be sure to subscribe, youtube.com/IRXguy. Thanks for watching, and y'all have a good day.